It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be going over and talking about the new cards coming to NBA 2K24 MyTeam tomorrow. And look, I'm going to start by saying this. There are going to be some cards in the player market worth your time, but all of the big names, again, are going to be behind this big-time gambling paywall. It's not just a big-time paywall. It's a big-time gambling paywall. Eddie Jones, Dark Matter, who I think has the potential to be fantastic, available for 50 triple threat online wins as well, as you are going to get a Season 5 super pack, Jermaine O'Neal, as well as some other things. So Eddie Jones, at least I do believe, is going to be good. The pack drops tomorrow. Again, we'll look about it. Let's see what else is coming on next Tuesday, the 4th release of Bold for another Dark Matter. New playbook on Thursday. I mean, really nothing really new. You do get a champion, or you do get a playoffs deluxe pack for getting your championship ring, but that isn't really anything super exciting. Let's start at the top, okay? Stratosphere cards coming to MyTeam tomorrow. What are my thoughts on this? Is this something I'm excited about? Well, here's the deal. 100 overall Yao. The problem with the 100 overall Yao is this: nobody's gonna be able to get him. Like, I want you guys to know, the odds to get Yao are so tiny, so small. And it's like, that's the problem with not only this drop, but every single drop. It's like, you can't even look at the 100 overall card because you're not going to get it. And I know Yao's behind a massive paywall. And if you get him, congrats. But, like, can't really look at him. The Dark Matters are LaMelo Ball, Kawhi, Dr. J, and Chris Bosh. I don't mind that. And let me tell you why I don't mind that. Because, I mean, look, I think LaMelo's going to be solid. I think Kawhi's going to be good. I think Dr. J's going to be good. Chris Bosh, I'm not necessarily the highest on. But then you also get Jonathan Isaac and Kwame Brown. Here's the deal. Even tomorrow, and I'm not saying Chris Bosh is great. Obviously, you don't want Chris Bosh, especially if last week you got Patrick Ewing. But I'm just saying, let's say you get some of these cards. You lock in the set, you're going to get a good card. Like, that's maybe the only silver lining in this thing is, like, there's really no bad Dark Matters. Same thing, like, if you see the Dark Matter shake, you're probably going to get a good one. Who are my favorite Dark Matters in the drop? Dr. J. I think Dr. J is going to be the second best shooting guard in the entire game, besides Glenn Rice, obviously. Kawhi's up there, though, too, at the shooting guard position. So, again, is this drop something that I'm, like, super excited about? I mean, no, but I'm not excited about any drop right now. I do think Dr. J, Kawhi, LaMelo, Jonathan Isaac, even Kwame Brown are all pretty exciting. Galaxy Opals. You get Artis Gilmore, 7'2". If he has the ability to shoot, going to be pretty solid. Gary Payton, 6'4", but defensive point guard. And then Kyle Korver, who is going to be an absolute pure sharp. I like the Galaxy Opals coming tomorrow. You can say whatever you want about the Galaxy Opals, but I like every single one of them. I think the glove can be useful. I think Artis at his size is going to be fantastic. And I think Kyle Korver going to be the best sharpshooter in the entire game. Pink Diamond, Ausar Thompson, Jonathan Kuminga, and Reggie Theus. Reggie Theus is interesting. Going to be maybe a mini Penny Hardaway at the Pink Diamond tier. Hopefully they make his defense solid enough. But I don't mind the Pink Diamonds and Opals coming tomorrow. Do I wish I could buy the Dark Matter straight up? Absolutely. And I think if that was the case, I would be way higher on this set come tomorrow. But it's interesting. It's interesting. Because tomorrow, we've got an extra Galaxy Opal. Because if we go back to 2K database, I've got a tab open, okay? Normally, come Friday, we see, we did see, I guess, 3 Galaxy Opals last week. So never mind. I mean, there are going to be 3 Galaxy Opals and 3 Pink Diamonds. That's the exact same thing. But it's going to be interesting, the price. I think last week it was right around 500,000 MT2 lock in the set. Is that expensive? Yes, but it's what we're going to see. And again, if you don't get, I don't really, I don't want to say Chris Bosh is bad, but he probably is the worst Dark Matter. And if you can't, and again, it is 100% rigged. It's not like an equal chance Dark Matter pack. But if you lock it in and happen to get Dr. J, Kawhi, or LaMelo, you're sitting pretty good. The saddest part about this content is the best way to go about it is opening, like, you open a 10 box and then see what you get. Like, if you open a 10 box, get a couple of these Galaxy Opals, well, then maybe you want to lock in the set. Like, if you open a 10 box, don't pull anything, then you probably don't want to lock in anything. But that's just, the sad part is, like, the best way to go about it is ripping packs. There are just a lot of good cards tomorrow. Again, it's just all behind a gambling paywall, which absolutely stinks. No matter what way you play the game, whether you are no money spent, whether you do like to spend money on the game, it is just sad that it is all behind a gambling paywall. For me, tomorrow, I mean, we'll see what happens. I know I'm not going to get Yao, so that's just kind of off the tables. And again, that's even for you guys. You literally have to act like Yao don't exist. And if you come up against the rare Yao, it is what it is. It's one game out of the, 50 games you'll probably see him. So wouldn't worry too much about Yao. Don't gamble until you get Yao, anything like that, because again, you're just setting yourself up for a failure. Obviously, if you complete an agenda group, you get a deluxe pack as well, which guarantees yourself a pink diamond or a galaxy opal. So there are just a lot of ways to get some of these cards, and especially the opals. I'm a fan of the opals. The pink diamonds, I think Reggie Theus has a chance. I'm just not a fan of Ausar Thompson's release. Same thing with Kuminga. But even the opals, like Artis Gilmore, I think is going to be great. Korver is going to be great. Gary Payton should be at least solid. I'm not going to sit here and gas Gary Payton, but I do think the card is at least going to be solid enough. Now, when we look at this Triple Threat Online update, Eddie Jones, what are my initial thoughts on Eddie Jones? Well, think about it like this. Eddie Jones is like the perfect guy to run alongside a shooting guard that you can get a bucket with. So think shooting guard Glenn Rice, for example. A guy that can be your primary ball handler, a guy that doesn't need, much help alongside him offensively. I think Eddie Jones is the perfect guy to run alongside a guy like Glenn Rice. Like even for me, I got lucky and out of my deluxe free pack, from this agenda group, I pulled Michael Jordan. That's what I think Eddie Jones is going to be like. I don't think Eddie Jones is going to have a great release just based on kind of what I've seen from him this year. I don't think his release is great, but I know defensively he's going to be great. I think he has the Pro 2 leaner, which right now is super important as well. So 50 wins in Triple Threat Online to get yourself a free Dark Matter Eddie Jones. I think it's solid. And even for me, come tomorrow, I just completed Unlimited. So guess what my next step is? You know what? I gotta still do Clutch Time online online for Amari Stoudemire. And then Eddie Jones is gonna be my next goal. Get him, add him to the squad, and add him. See what he's like, even compared to a guy like a Michael Jordan, who I think he is going to be eerily similar to. It's sad. Another content day that is hidden behind gambling. Like, it is sad. It's sad that, like, I'm to the point where it's like, it is what it is. That's where I'm at right now. It is what it is. Nothing is going to change. They've done it for 3 months. Nothing is going to change. So for me, it's like, what do you do? How do you make the most of this content? And for me, I grind a ton every single week, and I rip a few packs with MT, see what I get, keep my squad relevant, go from there. But I refuse to spend money on this game. With packs, I'll still do the level of the pro pass every season. Spend that little bit of $10 and go from there. But I used to spend money basically weekly on locking in sets, on all those things. But it's just impossible. Again, you have to physically gamble to get Yao Ming. And if you think I'm going to sit there and gamble to get a virtual Yao Ming card, you're absolutely crazy. You're crazy. You've lost your mind. So, again, that's kind of what I'd recommend for you guys. Even if you have whatever you've spent on in the past, if you want to spend that, see what you get, go, do what you got to do. But what I don't want you guys to do is gamble thinking you need the best card from the drop, because that's what 2K wants you to do. They want you to spend thousands of dollars trying to get Yao and then not end up getting him. So do what you got to do when it comes down to it. But all I'm saying is, if you want to rip packs or lock in the set, lock it in for the Dark Matters, okay? Rip packs for the Dark Matters. Don't rip packs thinking Yao Ming's going to pop out of there, because it's just not going to happen. It's just not. So that's where I'm at with things. And again, even the Galaxy Opals are pretty solid at come tomorrow. Who am I excited about? Hopefully tomorrow I get blessed with like Kawhi or Dr. J. Dr. J is really the guy I want. But even a guy like Jonathan Isaac, he'd have a spot on my squad. He really would. Now the problem, again, even with the Dr. J card, is Glenn Rice is going to be better than him, so all it's going to take is one more better card to replace him. But again, right now you have to gamble for cards anyway, so I doubt he'll probably be replaced anytime soon. But let me know your thoughts on this content coming tomorrow. Is this something that you guys are excited about? For me, like, in the past years, I'd be like, oh my gosh, Yao Ming. I even locked in for the Pink Diamond Yao Ming card before, because I was like, you know what? He's going to do good as far as YouTube views. And guess what? This 100 overall Yao would do fantastic. But I just can't. I can't do it to myself to spend money on this game. So it is what it is. That's where I'm at. Let me know your thoughts on this content down below in the comments, guys. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.